Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, December 24th. Wishing everybody a happy and Merry Christmas and happy holidays. We have a lot to discuss. We have the Google product reviews update that has been finished rolling out. Lots of huge tremors over the past week or so. SEO, the topic of SEOs and doing SEO work over the holidays, and so much more. Okay, so first up, it's a wrap. The December 2021 Google product reviews update is now complete, rolling out, completed, finished. It started on December 1st. It took about 20 so days to actually roll out, almost a full 3 weeks. I think although it's slightly still rolling out in some data centers. That being said, if you were hit, you are not alone. A lot of people were hit. This specifically supposedly targeted only sites that showed specifically product reviews, like detailed The Verge-like product types of reviews, where like if you wrote about an iPhone 13, that's where this would target. It started again on December 1st, ended on December 21st. It took about 3 weeks to roll out. It targeted product review content. It is not a core update. It only impacted English-specific language content and so forth. So if you were hit, definitely take a look at that blog post I wrote about on December 22nd. It might be useful to you. Like I said, there was lots and lots of tremors over the past couple weeks or so, few weeks actually, where Google's search results were fluctuating in a very, very significant way. It made a lot of people anxious and nervous, especially right before the Christmas break. But there was lots and lots of chatter starting on December, I think 17th or so. And then I wrote about that, and it happened literally over several weeks. So I think the initial fluctuation started on December 1st. And literally lasted in high levels through December 20th or so, which is interesting. So we definitely saw lots of tremors. I'll share the charts below so you can actually see them. But if you saw your site's rankings jump up and all over the place, you were definitely not alone. Google's John Mueller said, and this is based off of a post that I wrote last week, that SEOs are feeling the need to kind of deal with the holidays and these Google updates. And John Mueller said there's no need to work on algorithm issues or ranking issues over the holidays. A lot of people were sharing the story that I wrote last week around the tremors that I just discussed a minute ago, and how people sometimes feel that there's just so much going on right now that for an SEO to take off right before Christmas might be an issue, especially if a client's not happy with their rankings. And John Mueller said, and I'll quote his tweet, "Our algorithms tend to focus on the long term, so it doesn't really make sense to urgently change a site overall for them. It's much better to take a few steps back and review the bigger picture. There's no race. You don't need to work nonstop over the weekends and holidays." He basically said, if there's something critical, like you messed up your website, you broke it, or you did some technical change, yeah, sure, you have to fix that. But if it's a issue that related to something Google did on their end, there's nothing for you to urgently fix. We already spoke about the timing issues around these updates. And I just know that a lot of people who accept money from their clients and they see their clients tanking and their rankings and their results and their revenues right before the holidays are not doing well, they're probably not going to sleep well over the holidays. Some of you might, some of you won't. It depends on the personality. But different people have different personalities, and telling people they don't have to work on the holidays when they see their clients' rankings and sites tanking is something that some people just don't have an easy time with. So just keep that in mind, Google, if you're listening to this, that it's not easy for some people just to step away and say, hey, it's the Christmas, it's the holidays, I don't care, especially when a client is paying for certain results and those results were influenced or impacted by a Google update. Now, of course, I know Google cannot worry about SEOs per se, but maybe they shouldn't be giving advice around don't worry about it because I think some SEOs do worry about it, and I don't think that's an issue. I think that's just personality-wise, people are that way, at least some people. Back to the stories. Next story we wrote was about how Google said that not all websites need to be authorities to rank in search. Of course, that's true. He basically said if you're like, I don't know, a local business, you're a dental practice, you're this or that, you only, want to rank for certain very niche keywords around your brand, then of course you don't need to be an authority. If you sell a book or something, you want to rank for the book's title, sure, you don't have to be an authority to rank for that type of title. But if you want to rank for anything competitive, you probably do need to be an authority, especially in the YMYL category. John Mueller reminded us that yes, Google only looks at languages on a per page basis, not a site-wide basis. So if you have a very large website and some of your pages are in one language, other pages are in another language, that's fine. You shouldn't mix languages on a single page, but it's fine to have a different language per page. So you have some pages in English, some pages in Spanish, or you translate some of your English pages to Spanish pages, that's fine, but don't mix the languages on a per page basis. Keep them separate on a per page basis. But site-wide basis, don't worry about it. Bing has launched its Shopify integration where you can actually now click on buy now from the Bing shopping results and be taken right to the checkout process in a Shopify website, which is really nice. Here's a screenshot of that in action. And also earlier this week, Bing launched what they're calling ethical shopping hub in the UK, where you could actually get more shopping results that are more sustainable, ethical fashion brands, and so forth. So Bing's testing that in the UK. A survey I posted yesterday said that most SEOs spend less than 25% of their time doing link building. Now, the result was, I said, SEOs, what percentage of your SEO work is involved with link building? And about 58% said under 25%, 20% said under 50%, 12.7% said under 75%, and almost 10% said about 75% or more of the time is spent on link building. Here's the results. Hopefully, you find those interesting like I did. This is very interesting. So an SEO hired a company hired an SEO to do SEO for them. And every month they give a report about all the links they built, including the DA and so forth of those links, which is another topic. One of those links that company built for that website was from another website that company owned. So company A hired, SEO company 101. Company A has multiple websites, but only hired it for website A that they own. They found that website B that they own actually had a link to website A, and they counted that as a link they built. The thing is, that company didn't put that link there. Somebody hacked the company's website, some company's website, site B, to link to site A, and got a link and reported that link on the report. So now the SEO company hacked one of their customers' other websites to link to the customer's website that they hired them for. Super interesting. Yes, some SEOs hack websites to get links. It's not recommended. It's illegal, but it happens. This is interesting. Google has a new feature which shows images that shows top categories results. It looks like it's a bug. It looks like something Google maybe has an internal header for, but what does top categorized results mean with a search for this? I'm not sure. Very interesting. Figured I'd share that. Google has confirmed there was a Google Ads conversion bug, specifically with some types of reporting in Google Ads for a short period of time. Google fixed the issue, but it only impacted non-first, last-click attribute models, specifically like data-driven attribution, like DDA. So just keep that in mind. It was fixed. It was just a reporting issue. All should be good. Google Ads also added these new icons. Supposedly they were started rolling out a couple months ago, but now more and more PPCers are seeing it. So if you see these new icons, you're not alone. Google's had a last podcast, the Search Off the Record podcast this past year, for the last year. And they had their legal product counsel on the call, David Price, who has been focusing on Google search related legal issues for the past several years. And they covered a lot of cool things. Very, very interesting to listen to. I definitely recommend it if you like law. It's very, very, very interesting. If you like law and search, it's even more interesting. Talking about robots TXT, copyright issues around crawling, a lot of history around that. Very, very interesting podcast. Definitely listen to it in the background. It's really, really fun and easy to listen to. One SEO or one website had a SEO holiday gift to wake up to. New additional $80,000 or in traffic to their website overnight. It must have happened after some type of update. They saw a 6,000% increase in a very competitive keyword start to rank. So that's a lot of money that's going their way. So congratulations to them. Also, related to the holidays, Google has launched the Kwanzaa decorations to search for Kwanzaa. And Google also launched the Christmas decorations, search for Christmas, and you'll see them. The pagination bar in the footer also has been updated with an Easter egg, and so forth. And finally, John Mueller posted for his annual John Mueller MEM SEO report with the best MEMs for SEO over the past year. Definitely take a look at that. It's a lot of fun. In any event, thank you so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, wishing everybody a happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And everyone, have a great, safe, healthy, and relaxing holidays. See you guys next week on New Year's or New Year's Eve. Happy and Merry Christmas to all. Bye-bye.